So now that all the framing is done, now all of the windows are in and the insulation board is going on. So after you install your windows here, and what you can do is you can use the flat screws. A lot of people use shingle nails. Screws are just as good, if not better. They hold better. Make sure that you tape all the bottoms of your windows. Now manufacturer will tell you what to do, but it should be taped underneath the window. It protects the sill. So if water does get down in here, it's going to sit on this membrane rather than sit on the wood and rot it out. So, and make sure it's behind here. And these are actually strapped with 2x4, so the windows have something solid to. Some guys will run the foam board in behind here. I wouldn't necessarily do that because it's not as strong. It's better to run the 2x4 you're strapping, and then you put your windows up against it and tape it. Now these will be taped up the side. They won't be taped here, so that if water does get in, it can actually get out again. But these will be taped, and the top will be taped as well. And after you put this is a continuous insulation board. The reason why they do that is because it goes over all of the studs now, so there's no cold air that is transferring through in past the studs. Plus, if you have two studs side by side, there could be a gap in there. This covers it up. And then all of these joints will be all taped up too, so that there'll be no airflow through there. The other thing is too, is you see little gaps like this right here. They actually spray foam those. So I'm going to show you around here, right here. So they're using up, underneath windows and doors. They try to use as much full length and width pieces as possible. But sometimes you get a little bit of space in between. They'll spray foam them, and then they'll cut the spray foam off, the excess, and then they tape all those joints. You can see a few spots where they had to do that. And you know what, that just happens. That's just the way it is. And same here, they did underneath this window here. After they taped it and they ran this up tight, then they spray foamed it. There might have been just a little bit of space. It's just a little bit of housekeeping, that's all. It just makes it a better seal on that. And they'll do the same. They'll spray around. That's an outside hose bib. They'll spray around that and seal it up. So anyways, and they haven't finished, as you can see, this is not all finished screwed. So they will do that. And the reason why you want to use flathead screws on there or shingle nails is because when they put a trim board on here for the siding, you don't want these pushing it out. Otherwise, you have to cut out a little bit of the back of the trim that goes up here so that these aren't tipping your siding. You don't want to do that because these windows will be all trimmed out. The other thing is too, is if you use 2x4, use a wider one. Some guys will use 2x2 or even 1x2 depending on your insulation board. Now this is one inch thick. It's 1.5 inches thick foam board. So you want to use something that's the same thickness, and if you use wider here, now your trim board's going to hit it. So anyways, there you go.